Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will come out first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Cyclones have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Give to the running back. Spins away from the defender. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an implication.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the ground with the back. Oh, a lot of space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Cyclones coming off a program for wins, their second-best bowl finish ever, and who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami. Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. You've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young talent, David, and someone I know they want to keep building with.
Yeah, he's just fun to watch, man. He makes all the plays, will scramble if he needs to. Been really good late in close games. That was something a year ago. They won a bunch of those games, but you're right, Reese, in the beginning. Matt Campbell, he's still here.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The lone back's got it. Fights off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays and they've given up yards, but they've made them kick field goals. And great job getting the sack, trying to do it again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the marker. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly, and you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
The Golden Gophers will hunt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Oh, better look out. Hard running there. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is field. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people will say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Makes the grab. It's Taylor. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn.
Wide open spaces. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play.
It's a running room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. 42 Spider. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
On the move. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run.
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The Cyclones are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
It's a seam wide open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became
There he goes! And he's brought down after a huge completion. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Tracy. Going for the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The option look. The pitch. Strong, firm tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Here comes the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
He'll get rid of it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tracy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Golden Gophers get it past the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy that slot position.
Running through contact. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Got a man. It's Hansen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Rushes on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win, make some plays for me, big dog.
The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll run it from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Iowa State. They strike first in overtime.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he puts through the extra point. Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.